We're going to kind of move into this middle part where we always like to do kind of a game or something a little bit more relaxed and fun. So I have found on University of Southern Florida's website a packet that they do with their people who are aspiring to be teachers with 19 teacher class management scenarios. So I'm going to hand this list to Ruby. It's on my phone.
Oh, this is going to be really
It's going to be interesting.
So
gotta look through that lens.
What would you do?
Lens, yeah. What would you do, lens?
And so we're going to do, for the sake of time, we're just going to do 2. But also, Ruby, everything sounded good? I forgot to ask you that before we began. Yeah. Okay, good.
No, we gotta start over.
Did you also record on the
I haven't been recording.
Yes, I did. Yes. So there's 19 scenarios, I think, on that list. And so I figured we could just throw out a number at 1 through 19.
Oh, okay.
And that she'll give us whatever scenario that is, and we can put we'll put our brains together and see how we think that scenario should play out.
Sure.
Ladies first. They should get to
Yeah.
choose, right? Are we on teams? Or is it all individual?
No, we're all together.
Well, there's no correct answer.
No, there is a correct answer. If there's no correct answer, then how do you win?
Okay, yeah, that's okay. I like this. So
There is a correct answer.
we'll do men versus women.
No.
No, I don't want to be on your team.
You don't want to be on my team.
Oh, gosh.
We'll let Ruby decide whose answer is better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So y'all choose the first number.
That's too much pressure. You can pick
4.
4. Good number.
Okay. This one says, a student comes to class who is obviously on drugs or drunk. What do you do?
So.
Wow, this hit off with a bang.
Yes. Okay, so we're the teacher, correct?
Yes, you're the teacher in this scenario.
Okay, so I think if I'm thinking about how this has played out on
Our
campuses, I'll leave it campuses.
Be careful.
I think the first issue, safety. Like you have to look at safety first. Like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, safety. So I think my answer buzzing in would be I would refer to the nurse. I would send them over to the nurse just to kind of get evaluated, put them in a safer place, walk with them down there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then also not only the nurse, but also alerting like our assistant principal for that grade level. Because I'm middle school and high school, so whoever that would be.
It's also a good answer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They took my answer.
I would follow the handbook.
The handbook.
I'll revert back to the
Right. No, you are right. I think the approach is it's safety first.
Yeah.
And then it's addressing the consequence, that side of things. So it's first with the nurse and then alerting administration and letting. Because there's a process that then kicks in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything to add other than what's been said.
You know.
No, but that's actually interesting. I don't know if my first thought would have been to walk them to the nurse, but I totally understand. Like now that you've said
what would
it,
you have done? Would you have shamed them?
Yeah, I would have publicly shamed them.
That's probably not the right answer.
I think
you lost that round.
Yeah.
You lost the round.
Well, I think always the question is too, like if that's how they appear, we don't know what's taken. We have no idea how long ago. You know, so it's, there's always that concern, especially with the growing, you know, with drugs becoming an issue in middle schools and high schools. There's always a concern there.
Because my thought, whenever I heard that, it immediately went to something that happened in high school where there was a kid who was on steroids and he like freaked out and like started attacking people.
Wow.
And so because that's where my thought went, was just picturing that scenario again and having to restrain him. But
that was a safety issue.
I guess that was a safety issue.
Yeah.
But all right, Joseph, you want to decide the next one?
Yes, 20.
We'll let you.
Wait, there's only 19.
Oh, I'm just making sure everyone's paying attention.
Got me there. I was like,
Let's go with number 15.
We'll let y'all go first so we don't take the good answers.
Okay. Yeah. She'll set us up for failure.
Okay. 15 says, after recently modifying your lesson plans to include in-class small team assignments, you notice that Genevieve with her head on her desk while her partners are working through the problem. After asking her if something's wrong, she replies that group work is a waste of time and thinks that teachers should actually teach during class.
That's a great scenario.
Yeah.
Evan, you want to go first?
Yeah. And all my teaching experiences. I
know the right answer, by the way.
Oh, you know the... Okay, so we'll start off... I don't know the right answer, but I'll give my opinion. So what I would think is that you would want to show her the importance of group work and how it can be learned outside of just someone standing at the front of the class and teaching, as she is suggesting, as Genevieve is suggesting. And so I don't know exactly how you would do that, but I would think if you could somehow get her, you obviously are trying to get her to buy into the idea of group work. So you need to show her the importance somehow of what can be learned and achieved when doing group work. What that practically looks like, I have no idea.
I would say that as a top-notch educator, I would have probably already observed that in past group lessons, Genevieve was more than happy to participate. So there's something more going on with Genevieve. And so inviting Genevieve to take the opportunity to visit with one of our CIS student specialists or a counselor, going outside to recognize there's something more. Okay. It's not just about this particular lesson. That's what I do, and then I'd hand off and stay then working with.
Yeah, that was good. You added a little bit onto the scenario, but I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
We just had this scenario actually happen yesterday to me.
Oh.
Had a teacher have to call me to come in and talk to a student because they were not participating or they had their head down and things like that, and I had to come in and...
So what you're saying is that my answer was right.
Well, that scenario, yes.
In your added scenario, yes.
So I think we can all be right here. Mm-hmm. I think that yes, if for Genevieve, if this is atypical behavior, then yes, that's a perfect situation to like meet her where she's at and ask more questions, right? If it is typical behavior for Genevieve, then yeah, I would think that maybe explaining, because a lot of students say like, well, I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why. So taking an extra minute or two and just saying like, here, this is how we learn to interact, and we use our peer skills and we use our working with people skills, because you work with people throughout your entire life, whether you're in a helping profession or not. And so using that opportunity to say, hey, this is why we do this, and that goes a long way for students, I think.
You can't just tell them because I said so.
Yeah,
no.
You just
can't. I don't think that works well with.
It doesn't work well with teenagers, especially.
No.
Just do it. Why?
So we're all winners.
Yes,
yes,
we are all winners.
Well, some are more winners than others, but that's fine.
All right, it is what it is. Fine, Joseph, you've won.
I'd never get tired of hearing that.
All right, but that was good. Those were actually, I don't know what I was expecting from
let's
listener.
do one more.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruby, pick the hardest one.
Yeah, pick one.
Pick the longest one. No, maybe not.
We're going to be able to tell when she has a good one because her eyes are going to perk up like, oh.
Yeah. Ruby's good at choosing these things. She did something like this on another episode, and she's pretty good at choosing these, the hard ones.
Okay. You've assigned online discussion groups. You are reviewing student postings and discover inappropriate language and sexual references to persons being discussed.
This could be a relevant topic soon. But
why?
Well, A&M might go fully online soon for students. I guess not high school students, but
You never know.
you never know with everything.
Well, the good news is that accountability is significantly easier when it's clear, when the expectations are clearly articulated beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And some of the, in my opinion, some of the biggest issues come out when it's a fuzzy area and
Sure.
the decision's made, and it's like, well, I disagree with the interpretation of that decision.
Right.
And so in a situation like this, it can be very clear whether it was an online discussion board around a topic or whether it's social media platform in these conversations. Like, as a community, we have a responsibility to be good digital citizens, and I know as a district they work on, even from the youngest of age, teaching about digital citizenship and what that means. So we actually within our community have accountability for bullying as well as inappropriate comments that are made online.
Yes.
And so
Anonymous reporting
Yeah.
for us, online reporting, and our school is very big on that because everything's on It's Learning, digital stuff, and things like that. So definitely having the clear rules to begin with. You know, if you do X, Y, Z, these are the consequences of what you're gonna have to deal with, things like that. And so, and most of the time, other students are gonna rat them out already.
oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Like the moment that happens is like a NOS report's already in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they do peer accountability and just hold folks like, no, don't say that.
Yeah. So I guess kind of going off of this though, as CIS, like, let's say there's kind of repeat offenders for these kind of things, that people are making inappropriate comments, whether it's in the classroom or online. Is there some kind of deeper thing that maybe y'all identify or are going to try to work with those students who are those repeat offenders?
Possibly.
Yes.
You know, and a lot of that goes back to kind of the assessment piece. You know, when you actually have a conversation and you look at some of the behaviors, because behaviors, like human behavior generally is an external way to explain internal kind of psyche. So something like that would pique the interest of, you know, maybe a CIS caseworker and ask some more questions and kind of see.
This is a repeated pattern, right, of behavior that we notice. And most of the times, our assistant principals, who are the ones dealing with the consequences and things like that, they are very good at noticing, okay, this is a pattern of behavior, something else is going on, right? So the student or this family needs more support.
No, totally. All right, well, this was fun, and this was informative as well. Howdy, and thanks for watching. Please leave a like and comment on this video. And if you aren't subscribed already to the Your Wide channel, go ahead and subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If anything during the video piqued your interest, go ahead and check out the descriptions in the link below. Go and find your why, people.